Hey everyone, it is Finn here. I hope you're all doing super well, and in today's video I will be discussing some Manchester United transfer news with you guys from the past week, whether it's official transfers, rumours, players to sell, just my general thoughts and opinions on those topics. And of course, if you enjoy this kind of content on my channel, please do like this video so I know to do more of it in the future. And if you are new to my channel and you want to see my face in more videos, please do subscribe. It helps the channel out quite a lot. And of course, the big news for Red Devils in Old Trafford this week is the fact that we have apparently signed the likes of Donny Beek, who in my opinion I think it could be a great signing. But the reason I say we have apparently signed him is because as a United fan, I think all United fans, we've become a bit skeptical of whether we've actually signed players or not. I mean, I don't believe we've signed a player until I see his debut match, to be honest with you. And I'm saying this because 2 weeks ago, don't forget, we apparently signed Jadon Sancho. It was supposed to be announced to us on that Friday. 2 weeks later, here we are, still no Jadon Sancho. But you know, according to multiple news sources, Donny Beek has finished his medical at Manchester United and is ready for that £40 million move. Now, do I think he is a good signing for Manchester United? I think most definitely. If you don't know who he is, 23-year-old midfielder from Ajax, one of those excellent youth prodigies that went through Ajax's system that we've already grown to love over the years. He's got a fantastic attacking work rate, defensive work rate. He is great all over the pitch, really good at stringing plays together. And if I could compare him to anyone that we've seen at United over the past few years, he's probably going to be an excellent Under Herrera replacement. Although we got rid of Under about 2 years ago, if you look at the likes of Under, I mean, he was never good at scoring goals, getting assists. That isn't really why Manchester United had him. But he was really good in terms of his work rate throughout the pitch to win the ball back. And I believe that is exactly what Beek can do at Manchester United. And at the end of the day, he adds so much depth to this Manchester United squad. And I think that is important in building a strong team. I think that's why Real Madrid are a good team. I think that's why Bayern Munich, Man City, and after this transfer window, Chelsea are a good team, because they have depth in their squad. When one good player can't play, they have another good player to fit into that spot, and it doesn't impact the team too much. Along with that, Donny Beek being from Ajax, he's played a lot of Champions League football and he is ready to take a big role in the club. Even if he doesn't play in United's starting 11, coming off the bench, he could be excellent as a replacement for Bruno. If Bruno is tired, he could replace Pogba if Pogba's tired. As I said, Donny Beek is a player who can play an attacking or a defensive role in the midfield. And I think we need a quality player like him in our, at least midfield, at least somewhere. Because if you look, bar Pogba and Bruno, I mean, we've got Matic, who's in his 30s, not that much longer left. Juan Mata, 32. Jesse Lingard, 1 Premier League goal throughout the entirety of last season, and it was in the last minutes of the season. Pereira, let's be 100% honest, he's in his mid-20s and we still talk about him like he's a youth prodigy coming through our system. He doesn't even deserve to be on our bench at this point. And, you know, looking a bit further down the line, Angel Gomez gave away for free to the likes of Lille. I think we need a player with the quality that Beek does in our midfield. I think, as I said, could add a lot of depth, and we need to really start building onto our bench now, because I think going into the season, I think our starting 11 is pretty good, and I think it could be good enough to get a top 4 spot next season. But if we do want to compete with the likes of Chelsea and other teams in the top 4, we need to have more depth on our bench, and I think Beek could be a perfect signing for that. Now, also talking about other transfers at Manchester United is, apparently there are still talks going on about the likes of Jadon Sancho, saying, oh yeah, we've apparently paid this portion to Borussia Dortmund for Jadon Sancho, we'll pay the rest later. I don't see this Jadon Sancho thing actually happening. I'm seeing this play out exactly like it did in the last transfer window, and this is exactly what the Bruno Fernandes transfer looked like about a season or 2 ago. I don't see it happening this transfer window, and because of that, we've been linked to the likes of other players, who in my opinion, if we can't get Jadon Sancho, I'm perfectly happy with Mason Greenwood. I don't see why we have to be linked to players like Douglas Costa from Juventus, Coman, Dembele. I don't see why we're linked to players like that when we've got Mason Greenwood. Because in my opinion, Mason Greenwood is performing a lot better than most of those players. And I don't see why we're linked to the likes of Kingsley Coman from Bayern Munich. I mean, yes, he scored in a Champions League final. But bar that, I mean, statistically, the most goals and assists combined that he's gotten in a domestic season is 10. Mason Greenwood has already beaten that. Mason Greenwood was for free. He's already a Manchester United player. I don't see why just because we have the money, we don't have to spend it just because we have it. I think Mason Greenwood would actually be a really good right wing going into this Premier League season. Although he is normally a striker, I think he did a solid job for us in the 1920 season. As I said, Dembele, I don't understand as well, because let's be honest, we don't want an injury-prone player on our hands, because we're just going to end up paying way too much for a player like that. For a player who's barely going to play in the squad whatsoever, I just don't see it being the right move. And then you get to a player like David Brooks from the likes of Bournemouth, who, yes, had a great season in the 18-19 season, but last season didn't perform that well. And to be honest, that is a panic buy player. That's one of those players where Manchester United would buy to say, you know what? Fans aren't happy that we haven't bought anyone. Let's buy him. I don't see David Brooks being a good signing for United whatsoever. As I said, if we don't get Jadon Sancho, I'd rather just keep Greenwood over anyone else, to be 100% honest with you guys. But guys, that is going to be it for today's video. I know, sorry, it is a very short video. I've just been very busy with college lately, and I just really wanted to get a video out this week. But guys, if you have enjoyed it, once again, please do like this video. Please do help it get to, can we say, 5-6 likes on this video. I would really appreciate that. And once again, if you are new, please do subscribe. But Red Devils, if we have signed Donny van de Beek, that is an excellent signing for us. Can we go for Jadon Sancho next, is the question. Guys, but otherwise, I hope you have enjoyed this video. This has been Finn, FYNN, Glory, Glory Man United. I do love and appreciate every single one of you. Stay awesome. Cheers. Bye.